Hello, this is MV. I'm hoping that this works this time. I had a bit of a technical issue. I do have a brand new monitor in action at the moment, so hopefully this comes through. Just wait for everyone to join again, and let's see what happens this time. Hopefully everyone can see me. I've checked my OBS. I had a bit of a problem with it picking up my screen, so hopefully it does pick it up this time. Had a brand new monitor put in, so that looks like it's working. Here we go. I can see Carlos is in there. So, a quick look at the league, as I was saying just now. This is MB broadcasting from a very light rain, dark clouded Cardiff at the moment. Brand new monitor in action at the moment, so a nice. Hopefully this comes through. Just wait for everyone. Apple and blackcurrant drink, and let's at the moment with a touch of rum. So this should be good. Quick look around the league. Gabby Crathers leads the league here. This is the Field of Dreams League, Season 5. We've raced through 5 seasons. We've got 4 champions already. There's Manchester Red Bulls won Season 1. Season 2 was run by, I think it was the Lehigh Lizards. Here they are, the Lehigh Lizards, the dreaded franchise run by Steve Tate. The 3rd champion was Chicago, a name that often changes, led by Dave. It's the most powerful team to date, I think. We've had other teams that some have gone out the league now, like Berlin and Canada S, but they're all contributed to the league in their own special, unique way. Sometimes people crash out. This happens in your life. Life goes on. But this is the Field of Dreams League using Action PC 24 baseball, using the latest Manchester Red Bulls won Season 1, and here we go. So, quick look around the league, like I said, you can feast your eyes on this. I've got the screen up there for a while. Franchise run by Steve Tate. The 3rd champion was Chicago. Thank you to the other broadcasters. Bernie Strum, Will Toole. Most powerful team to date. Let's see now. We've had other teams. Chico's does some broadcasts. Gone out the league now. Like we have Steve Tate that does some broadcasts. Canada S. Mike does some broadcasts. Contributes to anyone's welcome to join Chico's, like I say. Amazing. That's a wonderful Yoko. So you can see around the league there's some tight races going on. We shall, without further preamble, and my normal BS, crack on. And here we go. So quick look around the league, like I said, right screen up. Franchise run by Steve Tate. Like I said, had some technical difficulties. Thank you to the other broadcasters. Bernie Strum, Will Toole. No, it shouldn't be due again. It should say July the 15th. Chico's does some broadcasts, so I'm not sure what we're looking at. Steve Tate does see. I'm pretty confident. And anyone's welcome. It says July the 15th. It is July the 15th. So here we go. I'm going to broadcast as much as I can today. And leave just a few games for tomorrow and Tuesday. So expect a long one. So to see if there's any games I'd like to see today. But so quickly, I'm going to crack on. I do like the fact that we've got some nice tight races going on. At the moment, Manchester, San Francisco, Vegas, Philly, Hadley Lake, T-ville, Beantown, and Chico's chasing down T-ville. So we'll probably want to see some of the Beantown teams here. Lehigh not out of the race, Florence not out of the race, and even Chicago. David's done a fantastic job right in that ship. The DJ is going to take a slight lead in the soundbox. It's Mike Silver over Night Raven. Tomorrow, Jamie's tucked in nicely behind there. It's like a marathon. It's tucked in for the final charge. So here we go. But so let's do it. Cleveland, Brooklyn. These two teams are interesting teams. I do like watching tight races going on. They are down here, sitting down here in the National Division. Let's auto it. And the first win of the day goes to Jim Bunny. 5 and 8. Doc White drops to 6 and 8. Want to see some of that Woody held with team 5. Lehigh not out of the race. Florence Lehigh. Now I need to play that. I'd love to play this one. Manchester, San Francisco. They are tied, and that should normally be the one to broadcast. It's my tend not to broadcast their own games. So Amy's tucked nicely behind there. It's like a marathon. Manchester loses to San Francisco. Here we go. And Dustin's with the wind blast. So let's do it. Why did it start blast? I don't know. But it's 0-2. It shouldn't even be pitching. They are down here. Lehigh versus Florence, and Lehigh squeaks away by Rube Foster. So he goes to 5 and 8. Doc White drops to 6. Somehow he's hearing 2 broadcasts at the same time. Lehigh not out of the race. Florence Lehigh. I can only hear one. I'd love to play this one. I'm not sure what you're hearing, Night Raven. If anyone else like to confirm, there are 2 broadcasts going on. I just make sure to broadcast around this office. It's like a marathon. And that might be why. There you go. Should have stopped now. Right, Raven. I had my YouTube on at the same time. So here we go. Manchester 3, San Francisco. Philadelphia, Maplewood. In fact, what we'll do is just play the whole day. So I've lost a bit of time today. Some quick results that way. Rogers with the loss, Philadelphia with the win. Behind Steve Rogers. Amazon, amazing 2. Long Island 1. Madison Gardner with the win. Wilson with the save there for the Kitsunis. St. Louis behind Clayton Kershaw. Padres with a loss there. Degen 6, Lancaster 4, Haydix overhands. Roy Face with the save. Now, Mike was asking last night, why is the Degens? You're welcome, Night Raven. Thank you for pointing that out. I had a few issues today. It's thrown me off kilter a little bit. The Degens, why is Aroldis Chapman not coming into games? He's only appeared in 13. If you go to your bullpen, Chapman is your designated closer, so quite right. I can only think maybe not been in closing situations, maybe. Let's bring in Chapman. He's on a 4-game winning streak. So whatever reason, why is it not using Chapman? Don't pitch a starter, that's fine. The only thing I can think of, Mike, is that you've got another player. You've got some great closers, to be honest. And although you've put him in the bullpen as your closer, it's tending to use Roy Face first. And because Roy Face has probably got some durability about him, which would be quite correct, I'd say, he's probably just wrapping up the games. That's the only thing I can think of. And you've got good relievers like Balfour and Papelbon. So Chapman's not really being used in the way you would like him to be used because the others are so good. That's all I can assume. Anyway, so Florence League. So we go to the next day and just go back and look at those results. Beantown 6, T-ville 3, Denny with the win over Teamville. So this is now getting close. Somehow the Teamville didn't blow on the die. Somehow Teamville are struggling just a touchdown. And we got Chico's 9. These teams are catching up ever so slowly. Chico's and Beantown just slightly closing the gap on Carlos's team. Hadley Lake 3, Vegas 6. McGinnity with the win. Box. Let's go to the 16th. Degens Lancaster. Now we're going to sort the men out from the boys. This is a close matchup. Well, we'll do that one. So here we go. Degens Lancaster. And here we go. The computer says Clay Buchholz versus Rick Russell. And we shall start the ballgame. And now I have to grab my headset. I'm blowing the dice for a night, Raven. Here we go. Play ball. Now, once again, I don't know what's happening today, but my sound is now off. You can obviously hear me, but I can't hear the game. All I did was change my monitor today, so bear with me. It's all there. Its desktop audio is there, so I don't know what's going on today. Let's see. Okay, it's all plugged in. Let's see what happens. Now I can't hear any field sound. I don't know what's happened. My monitor changed. Might have just done something that I can't hear a thing. So bear with me, folks. You can obviously hear me. No, what disaster. I don't often have this. Can you hear me, Night Raven, or anybody? Can you hear me at all? I can't hear the volume of the game. I know you can hear me, but I can't hear the volume of the game at all. I know there's a new monitor that I've got that shouldn't affect the sound, surely. I may have to do this without sound until I fix up what's going on here. I can see sound on my audios. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Can you hear the game, Night Raven? Because I can't hear anything. You can hear me, but can you hear the game? Thanks, Night Raven. Can you hear the game? I've changed monitors, so I'm not sure what's happening. It shouldn't affect the sound, surely. You can hear the game? Wow, how come I can't hear it? Alright, you guys can hear the game, I can't hear it. So that's fine. I'll figure that out. So we have the Degens and the fighting Amish. And the Amish are in the field. I can't hear the game, a bit disconcerting, but I'll do my best. So behind the plate is Joe Mauer. At first base, Jim Bottomley. Second base, Bobby Richardson. His 5th season. And shortstop is Joe Sewell. Left field, Brooks Robinson. Third base, Brooks Robinson. Left field, Happy Felch. Center field, Max Carey. And in right field, Bill Nicholson. At second base at the moment for the Degens is Ty Cobb. This is a divisional rival game. And it's Manny Ramirez at the plate. Rick Russell on the mound. So Ty Cobb lurks at second. Here's a throw to Ramirez. Low, ball 4. So Cobb and Ramirez on base for the Degens brings up the walk machine, Kevin Youkilis, the Greek god of walks. Here's the 1-2 curveball. Big swing and a miss by Youkilis. Here's Lou Gehrig. Carlos was asking about Gehrig today. Gehrig is batting .254 with 10 home runs, 32 RBIs. As I have sound issues here, you can hear me, but I cannot hear the game. Here's the 1-2. Grounded down the first base line. Base hit for Lou Gehrig. He's probably going to get 2. Cobb will skate around third. Ramirez will come over. Gehrig slides into third. Safe. So Lou Gehrig with a triple. Drives on 2 runs for the Degens. A bad start for the Amish. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He came from 2010. Colorado Rockies, his first season. A good player. Lefty hitting. Russell gets a sign from Mauer. 1 out. Here's the fastball. And he bloops us up the middle. Base hit. 3-0 Degens. So some Sunday afternoon baseball in the UK. Sunday evening. Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon for the United States and Canada. We have a 3-0 lead for the Degens. Here's Yadier Molina at the plate, batting .257 home runs and 32 RBIs. Welcome, everybody. Here's a first pitch to Yadier. He thrown out a second, and Gonzalez is in there easily. Carlos Gonzalez has bounced around the league in this very first season. And he's safe at second. Yadi steps back in. The Degens trying to build a lead over the Amish in that division. Here's the 1-1. Outside and high. That was a 3-0 count, sorry. Molina taking all the way. He is walked to first. 2 men out for the Degens. Ray Boone steps in. He's batting .287. Here's a full count. It's high. And Rick Russell not looking too good. And the Amish bullpen. Let's have a quick look and see who they've got in there. Nicely organized there with Whitey Ford being rested this season. Rep Russell, Shantz, Dick Marduran, and Hands. A Yankee flavor to that bullpen. Here we go. Hornsby at the plate. The Raja, batting just .252, but does have 17 home runs as Mark comes into the ballpark. Here's a 3-1. In too close. And Russell having a bad start to this game. Rick Russell from 1972 has just walked in a game around again. 4-0 Degens. Nap Lajoie at the plate. Now, Nap Lajoie is in 1900, 26 years old. I think he's going backwards in terms of the way we set him up. This is a keeper league where they can go forwards or backwards. I think Nap is going backwards. Here we go. And finally, Night Raven's seen enough and yanks Rick Russell. So Mil Papas coming in from the bullpen. 4-0 D-Gens. Lajoie. It was only the first inning. 0-1 count. Lajoie. High fly ball to Nicholson. As I said, I've got some sound issues. Got a new monitor today. The run will come home. Yadier is out. What a throw from Nicholson. Molina slipped for the plate and Mao put the heavy tag on him. And they get him out. So now we have the D-Gens in the field, bottom of the first, 4-0 D-Gens. These two are battling it out for the division. Let's take a look at who they got, the D-Gens. Behind the plate, Yadier Molina. First base, Lou Gehrig. At second, Nap Lajoie. Short, the unpopular Rogers Horsby. At third, Ray Boone, the man with the amazing sperm count. Left field, Manny Ramirez. Center field, Ty Cobb. In right field, Carlos Gonzalez. So, Mike, he was very reluctant to trade early on in this game. He managed to pull off Ty Cobb and recently Lou Gehrig. He did have to give up Addy just recently to T-ville. On the mound, Clay Buchholz from 2010. Behind the plate, we said it's Yadier Molina. And leading off for the Amish, Joe Sewell, batting .248 on the season. Left-hand hitter. Here's the 0-1. It's a cutter. Grounded to short. Hornsby over to Gehrig. Got him. As Night Raven says, no, not Milt. Here's Joe Mauer. Buchholz gets the sign from Molina. Here's the 0-2. Fastball. Grounded down the third base line. Boone up with it. Throws to first. Got him. 2 out. Here's Bill Nicholson, as I'm still trying to work out how I could have no sound at my end of the game. Really strange. Here's Nicholson. Deep fly ball to left center field. Cobb going back and makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, they go down. After one complete, D-Gens 4. Lancaster nothing. Ty Cobb at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Swing. High fly ball to center field. Carey goes back and makes the catch. Carey makes the catch. Man Ram at the plate. Manny Ramirez batting just .229. Milt Pappas on the season. It's been terrible on the season, by the way. This is Milt Pappas from 1972. A more veteran version of Milt Pappas. Ramirez settles in. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Deep fly ball to the left field line is high. It's back. Felch looks at it. It is gone. Manny Ramirez with a 364-foot blast to left field. 5-0 D-Gens. Well, they're putting a hurting on the Amish at the moment. There is Joe Mauer. Euclid steps in. Here's the pitch. Blooper to right field. Base hit. The Amish are not looking good at the moment. This will not please Night Raven. Lou Gehrig at the plate. One man out. Here's the pitch. Line shut down the left field line, and Lou Gehrig showing some power. Euclid is going to come home. Felch is going to throw. No, he doesn't come home. Felch has a 9 arm, so Euclid stops at third. Lou Gehrig at second. So, some star power here from Lou Gehrig. As Carlos Gonzalez steps in, Carlos Gonzalez waits. 1 out, Pappas on the mound. Here's the 0-1. And a blooper to right field over Richardson. Euclid comes home. Nicholson throws into the infield. Richardson collects, but yet another run comes in. It's 6-0. Wow. Here's Yadier Molina. Here's the 1-2. Grounded between first and second. Richardson to his left. Sewell picks it up. Oh, the first double play. Double play, but 6 runs cross the plate for the D-Gens. As we go to the bottom of the second. The heavy-handed, oh my God, look at this. Gavin Kravitz, we're in a cross-historical setup, has already hit 31 home runs, folks, here in July. On course for a pace for 60. Buchholz gets the sign from Molina. Here's the 2-0. Line drive to center field, base hit. Kravitz is going to come run to second, slide, safe. Gavin Kravitz, 33 years old, starts up for the Amish. They're going to start somewhere. We saw a big game yesterday. I can't remember what it was. Mike showed it. I think Somebody came back from like 9 down in the bottom of the 8th and won it. I think it was against the Amish. Here's Jim Bottomley now, batting .275, 17 home runs for Bottomley. Here is the pitch. Swings a ground to the mound, buckles over to Gehrig. One away. Gravis sits at second as Happy Fell steps in. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss by Happy Felch. 2 away. Bobby Richardson steps in. Bobby having a good season, actually, for Bobby Richardson. 1959 Bobby Richardson. Richardson is already hitting .335 with 1 home run. A premier defender. Here we go. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Richardson bounced it to second. Hornsby fields it over to first. They get him, man. So this is a game worth fast forwarding. We'll give it another couple of innings as Ray Boone steps to the plate. We've seen some comebacks in this league. Here's the 0-2 to Boone. Base hit as the DJs continue to bum away. We are playing at 1972 Wrigley Field, which gives an advantage to right-hand power hitters. Here is Rogers Hornsby. This is definitely a pitcher's park in 1972. The wind today is blowing in from left center field at 10 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1 from Pappas. Deep fly ball to right field by Hornsby. Nicholson going back to the fence and at the wall makes the catch. Deep sigh of relief for Milt Pappas there. Pappas on the season has pitched 23 innings, giving up 43 hits. Ooh. Lajoie steps in. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-1. That's the throwing at Lajoie. Got a piece of his arm, and Lajoie stares back at Pappas. Pappas stares back at him, and Lajoie thinks a little better and jogs down to first. 2 men on for the DJs as Ty Cobb steps to the plate. 1 for 2. To say Ty Cobb's underperforming at the moment. He's 28 years old, 1914 version of Ty Cobb. He's their normal leadoff hitter. Pappas gets a sign from Mauer. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to third. Robinson Brooks will come up with it and doesn't make the throw. Base hit. And Boone gets the third. It was against Washington. That's it, Mark. You're quite right. It did. It was a big, big game. So we have the football draft going on at the moment in our alternative league. With half the league are sitting right now watching that. People questioning my pick of the under 500, or 7 and 9, by the way, with my first pick. I picked Aaron Donald's Rams, and I think that's a really sneaky pick. But the consensus is I got it wrong. Well, we shall see in the regular season. Just know this. Mean Joe Green and Aaron Donald up the middle. L.C. Greenwood coming off the left end. Woodson and Blount on the corners. Oh, my God. Here's Manny Ramirez as we go back to baseball. Pappas at 42 pitches. Here's the 0-1. Ramirez swings, fly deep to right center. Carey comes forward and makes the catch. 2 away. Boone will try and tag up. Here comes the throw. Boone tags up. It's now 7-0. I'll give it another inning or two before we fast forward the embarrassment for Night Raven. Oh, I love you, Night Raven. Here we go. Here's Euclid. 1 for 2. Here's the 3-1 count, high and outside. And it's a shellacking here going on this afternoon with the DJs putting a Boston beatdown on the Amish. I can just imagine Mike with a sly grin on his face as Lou Gehrig comes to the plate. Gehrig is 2 for 2. Maybe he's going to break out now. Pappas studies a sign from Mauer. Here's the 1-1. Fastball. Swing and a miss. He lines it over Bottomley and another one scores. Lajoie scores. Nicholson throws it in. Ty Cobb. Oh, what happened there? So, folks, we lost our game for a moment. It's just as well. Forgive me while I reboot. I don't know what happened there, folks, but I'm having some problems today. And we are back again. I don't know. I've got a new... Yeah, Papa's killed the game. Ah, dear. Let's have a look. Resume game. Can we do current play, previous play? Having all kinds of trouble today, folks. Yep, 7-0. Garrick, we just saw Garrick hit that. So, is that where it is? 7-0. I think this is right. Yeah. Here we go. Cobb Garrick. I don't know what's going on with my computer today. I fit a new monitor and all of a sudden it's gone haywire. Here's the 1-0, grounded up the middle. Papas collects it, juggles it over the bottomly. And here we go, as I have to now set everything back up again. What is going on today? This is not your usual MV broadcast. Even I can get it wrong sometimes, but geez. Today is a bit of a nightmare. There's a new patch in here. I don't know if that's having anything to do with it. I don't think so, because Bernie's kind of tested this thing. So, some technical difficulties here today. I'm not liking this. Oh well. Just bear with me as I reset everything again. Very unusual. I mean, I must have done 100 broadcasts by now. Never seen this before. But you guys can hear the sound. I can't hear my own sound. Me no like it. Me have to fix it. Yeah, I got a new monitor today, so I don't know what is going on with this thing. How can a monitor affect sound? But anyway, something to do with signals, I guess. As I sort out this again, just as well, we may have to cut this game short and just fast forward it. It is a bit of a beatdown anyway, but I was actually enjoying the beatdown. If I may say so myself. Sorry, Night Raven, I'm sure you'd like to see the end of it yourself. Oh my god, why did it even change this? So sorry, my humble apologies for any breakdown in the game today, but it's been a nightmare. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, Night Raven. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll have to do afterwards. As I turn off my monitor, something's wrong with the signaling. Somewhere. I'll do that afterwards. Oh, let's just fast forward this game, guys, because I'd rather fix my own technical issues. Okay. This does happen occasionally to all of us who broadcast, but I didn't expect this. Okay, here we go. Finish the inning. Here's the 0-2 to Brooks Robinson. He strikes out. Carry at the plate. And he checks his swing. Once again, my computer is just not liking this. So what we're going to do is just zoom it on the end. I hope you don't mind, Night Raven, but I've got to get on with it. End the game. The game ended 12-4 D-Gens. As Night Raven says, delete the game and start over again. There we go. So, I won't play any more games, but I will forecast some. So here we go. Lancaster lost that one. So, Washington at Crystal Lake, as we just do some results instead. Crystal Lake with a 5-4 victory over Washington. Manchester, San Francisco, these two keep swapping the lead. And San Francisco, Jesus, edge out Manchester. They just cannot get past them. Forster with the win, Justy with the blown save. Bow in 6 innings, killing Smokey Joe Wood. And somehow Bilal held it, but Justy lost it. Oh, that happens. What can you do? Vegas, Hadley Lake. Hadley Lake loses to Vegas. Roberts with the win. Leicester with the loss. Edmonton 5-4. Hunter with the win over Pizarro. Dickey with his 8th home run of the season for Edmonton. Maplewood, Philly. Philly with a 5-1 lead. Jimmy Key 7-4 over Larry Dicker. Joe Rudy having a good season. 9 home runs. Chicago, St. Louis. St. Louis wins 18-11. Christy Matheson, the big 6. Putting the hammer down on Law. Collins, college boy, goes 4 for 5. The amazing Kitsones against Long Island. Long Island loses. They've been on a good streak lately. Kurt Schilling with the win, 16-3. Florence Lehigh. And Lehigh maintains the win. Cy Young making a rare appearance this season. 1-0. Julio Teheran drops to 3-4. Roy Campanella with his 12th home run. Beantown T-ville. This is a big game. I'd love to play it, but I don't want to risk it with my system. Beantown 1, T-ville 5. Addy Joss wins. Vaughn with the loss. Sorry, Mark. Here we go as we move on now to Chico's Hagerstown as I channel my Will tool. I love the way Will speaks. It's amazing. I love listening to Will's broadcast. Chico's Hagerstown. And Chico's wins again. So Chico's have been on a nice little run now. Don't sleep on the Chico's and Beantown. And they've actually displaced Beantown. Brooklyn versus Cleveland. Brooklyn wins behind Don Sutton Pena with the loss. Wayner with the 3-4 performance. As this rain delay keeps flipping around, but what's the Moneyball division? We did predict it was going to be a tight division. Lehigh lurking just behind St. Louis now. And Florence are now dropping back. David may even catch Florence here. Degens over Lancaster at the moment. Vegas still maintaining a 5.5 game lead. Boxing off everything. Let's go to the 17th, folks. Chicago, St. Louis. St. Louis needs to keep edging over Lehigh. Chicago trying to get into the fight. Some respectability. And they get their respect as Lundgren wins. Beats Shaw. Merlot goes 3 for 5, I think, in a losing cause. As Chicago takes down St. Louis. Florence Lehigh. Can Lehigh complete the sweep? And unfortunately, I roll some good dice for Steve as he wins 3-1. Early win with the victory. I think he is the hottest team in the global, Mark. I totally agree with you. If I go back and look, he's been on a roll. Lehigh 3-1 with early win over Nolan. Mays, this is a Mays that's been made younger. 17 home runs. Beantown T-ville. Wow, let's have a look. I'd love to broadcast this one, guys, but I don't trust my system at the moment. All of a sudden, since I've had the new monitor, I can hear, you can hear me, but I can't hear the background noise at all. Beantown T-ville, 5-3. Beantown lose. Mark, what's going on? Beantown on a run, bad run at the moment as T-ville, Carlos's T-ville takes the victory. Chico's Hagerstown. Now, can Hagerstown do themselves a favor? They're not out of it. 16 games back may be a little bit harsh. But let's see if they can go on a run as they win behind Santana. Beantown will like that. Hendricks with the win. With the loss, sorry. Yount 3 for 5. Philly looking to gain ground on Vegas at Maplewood. And Philly win. They edge it behind Chris Sale. Don Wilson with the loss. Young went 2 for 4 with 5 home runs. With his 5th home run. Don Wilson, an excellent pitcher. And this is Young. Which Young is that? I don't know. Manchester, San Francisco, we are in danger of getting swept as we're now half a game back as those pesky San Francisco nooch San Francisco safecrackers are looking to take down Jacob deGrom. And they do it again, those sneaky buggers. 12-3 Grove over deGrom. Williams is now heating up for San Francisco. St. Pete, Edmonton. Edmonton, Jeff Hunter's team. As my mother tries to ring me now. Sorry, Mum. Edmonton's and St. Pete. Edmonton wins 8-4. Nice. Edmonton with a nice win there. Amazing Long Island. Here we go. Lemon with the victory as the Kitsunes maintain their standards and keep it high. They have the third best record in the league, tied for third in the league. Over CC Sabathia, this is a dangerous team. Brooklyn versus Cleveland. Brooklyn, Gaylord Perry, 13-8. The old Emery board at work there for Gaylord as Walsh loses. Burke's the 7th home run of the season. D-Gens Lancaster, Mickey Lalich, the southpaw, on the mound against the D-Gens. D-Gens win. Sorry, D-Gens plays for D-Gens. 9-4. I think that's a sweep. As Kravitz hits his 32nd home run. Washington versus Crystal Lake, and Crystal Lake wins 8-6. Hadley Lake versus Vegas. These two, Hadley Lake desperately trying to stay in the race. Vegas trying to pad their lead over Philadelphia. And here we go. Vegas wins. Bard gets the victory in relief. Carl Hubble, who's going to be great in this league for the next couple of seasons, drops to 4-4. Holiday with a home run, number 11. We go to Sunday the 18th. Sorry, I'm not going to broadcast any games, guys. I don't trust my system at the moment since I changed my monitor. The sound is gone. D-Gens Lancaster. D-Gens win behind fella. So Lancaster have gone in. D-Gens have come into Lancaster and slapped them around the face. Pow, 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 pow. Fella 8-9, Russell 10-7, Boone at his 19th home run. Washington Crystal Lake, Rube Waddell on the mound, and Waddell wins and goes 12-9. Stauffer with the loss. Cy Seymour, a pickup from the Red Bolts, hits his 17th home run. Chicago St. Louis, and St. Louis wins 5-1. Matheson with the victory. Chico's Hagerstown, let's see how they go. And Hagerstown suddenly start to catch up. This is a tight league. Hagerstown can't come back. Well, you never know, but I can't see it. But they're playing spoiler. That's what Dwayne does. My man Dwayne. 13-6 over Bernard. So Warren Spahn goes. Bobby Mercer with the 15th home run. Blow on the dice. Okay. Florence Lehigh. I'm definitely going to blow on the dice for Florence. Florence coming up against Lehigh. And Lehigh sweep Florence at home. Wow. Lehigh have been hot. All of a sudden, here comes those dreaded lizards. Mordecai, 3-finger, Brown, 11-10. Ed Lopat, 1-11. Beltran, 22nd round. Here we go. I like both these guys, Mark and Carlos, but I've requested some blows. Here we go. Beantown at T-ville, and Beantown wins. Venters with the win. Street with the loss in relief. Story 1-5 as Beantown trying to make some ground up on T-ville. This is a big matchup. Manchester, San Francisco. I cannot believe this team has got the better of me at the moment. I just cannot believe it. But here we go. Cy Falkenberg on the mound against Manchester. And Manchester lose 4 straight. Good Lord. I can't stand this team. Clemens with the victory. Falkenberg with the loss. Oh, it pains me. It really does. St. Pete and Edmonton. Here we go. St. Pete 5, Edmonton 4. St. Pete with a rare win. Pizarro with the win. Wilhelm, I'm not sure which is Kaiser Wilhelm with a loss. Felix Lindo goes 5-6. Maplewood, Philly. Philadelphia, Oswald, 11-6 over Maplewood. So Philly hanging in there, 5 back of Vegas. Amazing versus Long Island. And Long Island pulls a nice victory there. They're trying to just stay respectable. They win 3-1. Brooklyn, Cleveland, another one of these naturals. Brooklyn 7, Cleveland 6. Brooklyn stay above 500, just 10.5 break games back. It's probably just a stretch for them to catch the Amazings, but you never know. Big game, and I'd like to play this one, but I can't. I don't want to do it today. Well, as I said, I've got sound issues. You can hear me, you can hear the game, but for a strange reason, I can't even figure that one out. How can I not hear the game? Anyway, Hadley Lake and Vegas put out the victory. Lever keeps Vegas just slightly ahead of Philly. That's a nice little race going on there. As we go to the 19th, as I keep going. Lancaster and St. Louis. Lancaster, glad to see the back of the Degens. They're on the road to Clues, St. Louis. Clues team wins. Miller with the win. Trout goes 3 for 4. Blyleven with a loss. Beantown, Florence. Here we go, Mark. And Beantown gets a well-needed win as they beat Florence 2-1. Deneen over Lee. Doby with his 20th home run. Amazing Maplewood. Maplewood with a rare victory. Pavano beats Boddicker. Williams goes 2 for 4. Chico, Chicago. Here we go. Chicago drops one, wins in the extra inning. Downing with the loss. Chico's wins 2-1. Still in the fight. This Moneyball division, as predicted, is tight. Philly needs a well-needed win over St. Pete, and they lose. Davis with the win for St. Pete. Holiday with the loss. A very hot Felix Lindor, 3 for 4. Cleveland, Manchester. Manchester in a mini slump at Cleveland, and they get a win. Much needed win as Jimenez takes the win over Cuellar. Rudy York with his 10th home run. Long Island and Edmonton. Jeff looking for the victory over Legends. And Legends comes with another victory. Petit over Drysdale. The most often traded Drysdale. Brooklyn and Hadley Lake. Here we go. Brooklyn hammers Hadley Lake. Sorry, my friend Will Tool. Antonelli with the win. Hadley Lux Burdett with a loss. Lehigh, Washington. Here we go. The Dominican Dandy going at home against the dreaded Lehigh. Lehigh loses as Washington wins 3-1. Kevin Brown having a bad season for Lehigh. Marshall with the win. Hagerstown Degens. Let's see if the Degens can continue to stretch that lead against Lancaster. They do, as they win behind Papelbon. Kimbrough takes the loss as that game went to extra innings. Looks like Eddie Matthews with his 14th home run. Do one more day after this. T-ville, Crystal Lake, and T-ville gets a much-needed victory. They win 8-2 over Crystal Lake. San Francisco, Vegas. Again, these are good games. That's why I want to leave them now to someone else to do. I would love to do the game, but I keep saying my sound is screwed. San Francisco, Vegas. San Fran with yet another victory. God damn. 9-3. Forster 4-0. Sorry, my partisan South says that San Francisco should start to lose, but they're not. Okay, so this is the last day I'm going to do, if that's okay with everybody. Here we go. I'm going to play the whole day in one go. Wow. St. Louis with a big victory. Amazing with a loss. Hadley Lake. Lehigh with a loss. Didn't like that. San Francisco, again, killing Vegas. Look at Dave Steep. Degens. Philly gets a good win. T-ville gets a loss. Beantown gets a win. Chico's gets a win. Again, closing in on T-ville. I'll do one more. Just one more sim. Maplewood. As we sim through this one. Oh, Florence put a shellacking on Beantown. T-ville squeaked past Crystal Lake. Degens have a big win. Manchester in a real big spin at the moment. 1-0. And Chico's with yet another victory. This Moneyball is proving to be very, very tight. You know what? One more. Crystal Lake with a victory. Lehigh with a victory. Edmonton with a victory. St. Pete over Cleveland. And we're going to hand this over to Bernie or Mike or Steve on a Friday. I've got through as much as I can. Hagerstown, Washington. I wish I could have played some of these games, but there we go. Let's have a look. Lancaster wins. Degen 6. Finally, Manchester gets a win. But it was all a little too late. And the last game, the Saturday 24th. Chico's Degens. Here we go. Let's just do the whole thing. There's a big sim done here. Chico's won. Let's have a look. Lehigh's just creeping back. Beantown gets a good win. San Francisco, jeez. Will this team ever lose? Oh, Manchester taking some beatings here, man. And that is that. So, Steve, I'm going to hand this over. I've just simmed it through. I'm having problems with my sound. You guys can hear me, but I can't hear the game itself. So, it is what it is. I can't change anything. So, without further ado, sorry about the technical issues I've had today. Very unusual. I'll figure it out. But thanks for Steve Tate, Mark, Night Raven, and anyone else who lurked in. I know it's coinciding with the draft at the moment. But I will see you again soon. Hopefully when my sound is right. Okie dokie. So from